Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. And as we left off, we had found our way into this nifty little bar sort of area, or at least social gathering place.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Huh?
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
And the consort will become of at least minor importance while we're here on the Citadel. Let's have a quick chat with him, shall we?
What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Yeah.
Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
How did you know she was an Asari?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
Things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is. Commander, good to see you again.
Yeah. So this consort sounds like a very interesting person. Nasana?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
I see. And a bartender.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
Sure.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
I see. So one's more like a family-friendly rave place, and the other is... We'll
Goodbye.
see. Yeah, goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
And what's out this way? Another one of those bug things. Gosh, they seem to be everywhere, don't they? Alright, well, we're done in here. We've already had a chat with Executor Palin. Where am I going? That is where I'm going. Okay. So, when we were out here, we were directed to have a word with Avina. What's Avina?
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
This is Avina.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Real? Really?
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel.
Spontaneous
I may
guidance.
also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
And we've already kind of learned enough about that by going there first, but, this has a very good info dump area.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added.
Wow.
The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Huh.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
So, yeah, just an embassy?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser species?
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
So, on the one hand, yeah, this clearly has a bias based on how it was programmed. Regardless of what it says, I am not qualified to give, or I'm not programmed to give a qualified opinion, blah blah blah. But, yeah, I'm sorry, but they don't even give the Volus a chance. Now, I don't like the Volus. Not, well, I can kind of like them. But, anyway.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Huh.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion.
Krogan?
Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
So there are only 3 council races?
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that
Of
kind of
course not.
qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
And that's all we can get out of this particular terminal.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
So one of the nice things is that they actually do give a sense of the fact that there are people living on this tower. Now, you can use these for fast transit. But yeah, this place feels populated. And you can also follow the directions to be able to find your way around. The Salarians are so cute. Okay. I'm sure I've made several people uncomfortable. But there are also several races that you're not actually going to find represented here in the Citadel. And you'll see what I mean as time goes by. Okay, that's not the direction I want to go in.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Keepers?
Yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Yeah, a little bit. So they're called Keepers, huh? Again, you know, feels like there are some references to Dragon Age, whether they've intended them or not. I'm sure, I know. Whoa. Yes, Shepard, that's the perfect place for you to stand on top of the bench there. Yes, I know Mass Effect came first. I'm just joking around. I'm not being serious. And also, Ashley indicated she has something to say.
Hard to believe the Krogan were once seen as the saviors of the galaxy.
They were. That's a Krogan, sort of. It's a statue of them, anyway. They are not a council race.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Krogan rebellions?
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
The humans?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
They're not, huh?
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Serves them right? Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. That's just kind of asshole-ish and dickish. So Monty will probably end up saying it.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Yeah, that is kind of extreme.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Of course it does. Alright.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
So, sounds like a very complex political history there. And this is basically the market. Sort of. The Emporium shopkeeper. A giant jellyfish.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
This one. Yeah, let's start with your speech.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Heh.
Who are you?
Oh, I just asked that.
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Alright, so let's see what he's got.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So you have 3 different options of what you can get here. The non-human armors, upgrades, and standard items. Let's check out the standard items first. Shepherd, view items. Let's see, heavy armor. Of course it's also pink. Medium armor, also pink. Yeah, these are kind of basically meant for Ashley. Yellow. No. Krogan. Well, unique item. Ah, Citadel Foundation license. Yes, I would like to buy that. This is one of the licenses that we need for the guy on the Normandy. But I'm going to also chat with him.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Yes.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
View upgrades. Alright, ammo upgrade, weapon upgrade, heat sink, and improved sighting too. That I want. Heat sink. Yeah, that'll make it a bit easier. Let's see, let's sell some stuff here too. Alright, since I just got the sensor too. I don't think I need those anymore. As nice as they are, I don't think I'm going to end up wearing them. Alright. Light armor Turian, huh? Well, I can't see any purpose for us holding on to that, but... Anyway. So, and I'm not going to check out his non-human armors. Why would I? I've only got humans in my party. You know, for the longest time, I did not realize that this was here. That this back room was here. I had no idea, and so I ended up kind of like trying to peek through it a lot, but... Huh. It's another one of those bug things here. Anyway. So yeah, the whole marketplace is pretty much dominated by the one Hanar. At least for now, anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be all that's there. And we could always have a chat with this guy, Bar Levon, but we'll be getting around to that eventually. I hope you guys are enjoying this tour of Citadel. of the Citadel. I was going to say something more there, but I actually don't know what else I could really say to describe it other than that fact that it's the Citadel. Huh. Hello. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. And Caden had something to say.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Really? It's just a statue, one of the relays. It's really important that we do, in fact, respect that. After all, interstellar or intergalactic travel wouldn't have been possible without those things. And it is nice to see them...
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
bug things.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay, and what do you have to say?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation? That doesn't sound good.
Tell me more about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel Control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Wow.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties.
Yeah, so you
Keepers
said.
can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
I see.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
And on that note, we're actually out of time for this installment of Let's Play Mass Effect. Sorry that there wasn't much action, and this was more just of a tour of the general grounds. But next time, some interesting shit's gonna go down. 'Cause it's time to go in the tower. Hope to see you then.